Good morning. Welcome back to the channel, Brown Sugar. I am just down the street from my client's house, getting ready to go over there and help her for the day. Um, I remember in a couple of videos back, I said that I didn't have any regular clients or permanent clients. Well, I thought about this lady, and she's kind of permanent. Uh, but she's only 2 days out of the week, and then on top of that, most of the year, a half of the year, her little boys are in baseball, and with this baseball stuff, they have to go out of town to do tournaments and stuff, and they've asked me to come with them and stay in hotels all night and go. I don't have time for that. I love their children. I love taking care of their little girl or whatever, but I can't be going out with her and her husband and her two little boys and her little girl out of town to a different city in hotels with them, spending the night. So I just want to go to work and come back home. I don't mind going to somebody's house and helping them with their little girl, but uh-uh. So I don't really consider her as a permanent, but she is, because whenever she comes back to town, the season is over with, that baseball season, I'm with them 2 days out of the week. So yeah, that's where I'm headed to right now. But I also wanted to come on and share some thoughts that I had last night when I was eating this pretty big salad. And then I had some refried beans just in a little bowl, and I was dipping, some little low fat crackers in there, just trying to get some extra protein in. And there was a video that came up on my feed. It was this real skinny black lady, very nice looking lady. I'm not into ladies, but she just looked like an average, nice looking skinny lady, very skinny. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is that she was saying that the way that she stays skinny is really simple. She said, we're making it more complicated than what it is. She said that, of course, she eats fruits, lots of fruits. I think she's like fruit-based or something. Fruits all day. And she says, at night, I guess she eats her vegetables or whatever. She said, the big thing is not eating after the sun goes down. So I thought about that. She said, stop eating when the sun goes down. Do not eat at night. And that way your body will naturally be in tune with the seasons, and the circadian rhythm will be corrected, and your body will naturally release the weight. And she says your body releases weight during sleep. So, okay. Excuse me, I was thinking about that, and I said, you know what, I've heard people say that it's good to get to sleep early or when the sun goes down, so your body can be in tune with the circadian rhythms. But I think also she might have something, because if you're going to go to sleep when the sun goes down, that means you need to also be finished eating by the time the sun goes down. So, and then if you think about it, it gets dark early in the wintertime. So in the winter, you're going to be going to bed earlier if you're basing it on when the sun goes down, and you're going to have to stop eating a lot earlier. So, and in the summertime, it tends to get darker later. So that means that you have more of a window to eat. So she was really clear on saying that this is not intermittent fasting. She said intermittent fasting is more like starvation. But she's just saying you're just being in tune with nature, and when the sun comes up, yeah, you can start eating as much as you want or whatever you want. But she's saying when that sun goes down, do not eat. So I'm thinking about what she said. I'm really, really, really thinking about it. And now there's going to be a couple of nights out of the week where I won't be able to stop eating when the sun goes down, because I'm getting out of work kind of late. And Usually I don't have dinner prepared and taken to work with me, so I usually have to come home and prepare dinner and eat. But I said to myself, this might really be a big thing. It may be correct. So I said, you know what? Whenever it is time for me to eat, and I have to eat late, I will cut my portion down smaller. So even with these salads, when she started saying that, I stopped eating my salad. I put my salad in the fridge. I was like, you know what? I'm satisfied. I was like, I don't want to put all this salad on my stomach before I go to bed. Because once I eat, I'm usually in the bed by like an hour and a half or so. After that, I'm in bed. So I said, yeah, I'm going to cut it down. So from now on, if I do have to eat after the sun goes down, I will only eat, just a small salad. Maybe a small side of those beans that you guys saw me eating and a salad. I'm not going to put an excessive amount of food on my stomach. Now, even though I can stand to eat a lot of salad, it doesn't make me feel that full or whatever, but I am going to cut it down because I just don't want my body being so hung up on digesting food that it can't actually do other things like growth and repair during the night or releasing fat during the night when I'm sleeping. So yeah, I'm going to keep it light at night. A light salad and light beans or whatever protein. And then in the morning time, the sun comes up, I can resume whatever I'm going to do, eating. Now, also, I did want to come to the point to where I would talk to you guys about cravings. Here lately, I have been craving quesadillas, and I've been craving maybe just a slice of cheese pizza. Now, I haven't really ate those things. I just had some cravings. Now, one thing I did learn when I was doing vegan, the high carb, low fat vegan, is that the more fruit you eat, the less cravings you have. And the less fruit you eat, the more cravings you're going to have for bad things. Okay? This is for bad things. This is what they're talking about. So I did notice that when I would have this big 9 or, like Freely was saying, 9 or 10 banana smoothie in the daytime with, maybe a cup of frozen mangoes or whatever. Once I would get that in, and then later on in the day when I did get a little hungry, I eat snack on a little bit more fruits like some grapes. By dinner time, I didn't have any cravings for like pizza or quesadillas or anything. I had hardly no cravings. I would just eat a salad at night or a veggie burger or whatever, and I was gone. I was going to sleep. So I do think it's a lot of truth to that. You have to try out the experiment on yourself, because Freely is a big fan of getting all the fruit in early, getting as much as you can in early, so that later on in the day you don't have to worry about being undercarbed or cravings or anything like that. She believes in just putting a big hit of fruit in first thing. Now, she was doing little bits. I remember there was a time but she's always seemed to like to do those really big fruit meals. Well, at least one big one, early. And then, kind of, I guess, eating smaller amounts later on during the day. So, yeah, this morning, before I go in there, I got a little bit more time. I have a 4 banana smoothie with some date syrup, water, a few cubes of passion fruit, and about a cup of frozen mangoes. I blended that up. I also have 3 bananas, just regular bananas, just 3 of them I put in my lunchbox. I have 10 dates, and I have some Fiji water, and I have about a Ziploc bag, a half a Ziploc bag of raisins. So just in case I want to nibble on something, I have some raisins. I do have some guava juice, and I have a cup of ice. And I do have a few candies like peppermints and those hard red cinnamon candies. They're hard and red. They're kind of like the butterscotch that's hard, but it's red and it's cinnamony. So also, yeah, that's all I have for lunch today. And I did want to share with you guys, I have a cinnamon peel and I have my iron peel. So those are the pills I'm going to be taking today. I'm not taking my multivitamin today. I'll take it tomorrow. I just want to encourage everybody to utilize cinnamon. Okay. I think it's called Ceylon cinnamon or whatever. Utilize it. Sprinkle it in your smoothies. Now this morning I forgot I did sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in my smoothies. Cinnamon helps with blood sugar sensitivity. It helps with sugar regulation. So take advantage of it. It helps your blood sugar stay under control and not get too high for too long. So sprinkle a little cinnamon in your smoothies. That's what I'm starting back to doing. I have a cinnamon peel that I'll take. You can even take the cinnamon peels if you want to. And they're really good for healthy blood sugars. So I just wanted to come on here and share these things with you guys. I know this has turned into quite a long video, and I know everybody has to go and do things, but yeah, I just want to take the time to share those little things with you that I'm doing, and hopefully inspire somebody else who's trying to lose weight to do some of these things. Also, you guys, I am thinking of starting to put my waist trainers back on. I have about 3 waist trainers in the trunk of my car, and they've just been sitting in there for for probably about 4 years. Okay. 3 or 4 years. So I'm gonna I've got a soft one, a medium soft one, and a kind of hard one like a corset. So I will go with the soft one, and then I'll put on my sweat top, and then I'll also put on my ankle weights next time I go exercise. So I just want to encourage everybody, please purchase or even consider purchasing waist trainers, because they are a pretty good investment. And if you can get the kind that are kind of soft, that hold you in a little bit, but they also allow you to bend and be flexible, those are the kinds that I would, suggest, because I really enjoy those kinds. Those really, really stiff kinds like corsets is really difficult to breathe, and it's difficult to do exercises in, and they're very uncomfortable. So I would always go with the most comfortable option that would allow you to sweat in that area and get you in the practice of holding those stomach muscles in. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I've got those 3 waist trainers in the trunk of my car. I keep a lot of things in my car. I probably need to be to actually clean it out or whatever. I think I already just did clean it out though. But yeah, I wanted to encourage you guys to consider some of these tips that I'm sharing, that I'm getting ready to start implementing. So, all right, you guys, I'm getting ready to head on over to my little client. And I just want to wish you guys a beautiful and happy Saturday.